Hello, my beautiful viewers, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Oracle of Abundance. If you're a new subscriber, a very warm welcome to you. Welcome back. Doing a pick card reading on the question, what is blocking my abundance? We have three options. Option number one, we have the pink candle. Option number two, we have the yellow candle. And option number three, we have the green candle. So if you are unsure about how this works, let me just give you a quick guidance. One, call upon your guardian angels, your spirit guides, and ask what is the best answer for you right now. What do you need to know with regards to you? What is blocking? Once you have chosen, you can go directly to the pile that you have chosen and get your answer. So today, I will be using three decks. Deck number one is by James Van Praagh. This one, I'll be showing the book. Number two, we have the Angels of Abundance Oracle card by Doreen Virtue. And number three, we have Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So without further ado, let's get in. What is blocking my abundance? Dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, my spirit guides, what is blocking abundance for my pile, my group number one? The pink candle. So I have already pre-shuffled. I will shuffle a little more from the cards. Let us see what is blocking group number one, pink candle. What is blocking my beautiful people in their path to abundance? Group number one, pink candle, please. The angels. Oh, so we already have this. Moonlighting. Number two, we have focus on your priorities. Let us see if there is anything more that's coming up. What is coming up for? Oh, we have three more cards. Let's see. One more, please, my spirit guides. One more card. What is blocking the abundance of my group number one? Okay. So from the Angels of Abundance cards, we have moonlighting, focus on your priorities, and pay yourself first. What I'm getting from this card right now is moonlighting. So it says you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and easily and fully support you. What I'm feeling right from this card is that some of you, at least those who chose this pile, are not very happy in their jobs. However, their current jobs is taking much more of their time than they would have wished, exhausting them that they are not able to pave the way towards their dream career, what they really wanted to do. So this card coming up is a little sign. Maybe you can start 15 minutes a day, moving on slowly to 30 minutes a day, maybe waking up 30 minutes earlier, and start working on your dream career. Of course, once you start something, it is not going to be abundant right away. But the more you start working towards things that really please you, that really make you happy, what will happen is that your heart will open it more. Once you're happier, this will unlock the chains, the moves towards making you really happy and opening up your path to abundance. So slowly but surely, you can start working on your dream career part-time. You can always, of course, since we are all facing difficult times, keep your current job, pay the bills, yet start with some courage, with consistency, working towards your new career, your new job, your dream one, the one that will pay you not only in terms of money, but will give you so much happiness and contentment. Number two, let's say focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. See, we live in a world where we spend a lot of time on social media, a lot of time on TV and different channels, on movies, etc. And with a flick of a finger, we can see that the time is passing by so quickly from dawn to dusk. And yet we have seen, what have we achieved? We have worked, we have spent more of our times on doing things that do not really matter, but then we have forgotten our priorities somewhere. So where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. As above, so below. If you focus on things that do not really matter, what will the outcome be? It will be certainly not something that you're expecting, but that was there the whole time. If you're wasting your time away doing things that do not really matter, you won't be able to focus on your priorities. So one of the things that are blocking you right now is procrastination. The more you procrastinate about your priorities, the more you will be less productive, and you will be blocking your abundance. So your priorities are calling to you. Start focusing on your priorities, even if you're anxious, even if you're afraid. Because let's face it, if we do not focus on our priorities, it is there at the back of our minds, and it produces actually more anxiety not doing it, not focusing on our priorities, than actually facing some anxiety while focusing on our priorities and getting the work done. The less we focus on our priorities, the more we are blocking our own abundance. And the third is pay yourself first. What does this mean? Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you're paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future, even if you do not have much money. Make yourself your most important financial obligation. Start by paying yourself first. The more you become your own priority, the more will the doors to abundance open up. Pay yourself slowly but surely, even €1 per day, ₹1 per day, or whatever currency you have. In 30 days, it will be €30. In 1 year, times 12. 2 years, and slowly but surely you will be building up your savings and get more of that feeling of abundance, because you know that slowly but surely you're having something saved for yourself. The next messages are coming up from the Power of Love Oracle cards by James Van Praagh for group number 1. Pink candles. So let us see what messages do we have, dear spirit guides, angels, archangels, ascended masters. What messages do we have for group number 1? Pink candles. Oh, okay. Many cards popped up, so I will take only, 4 cards popped up here. Okay. So the first thing that is blocking your abundance, so this card is friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So one of the things that is blocking your abundance is your closed heart space. The more we are closed off to others, the more we push others away. The more we push others away, the less abundant, the lonelier we feel. So you need to maybe start working on your heart chakra to open up your heart chakra. You can do some basic yoga postures, heart opening, chest opening postures in yoga. You can do small little things that make you happy. For example, reading a small book, taking a bath, doing a massage. Little things that taking a round in the park or something like that. And if you are during the lockdown season, at home, you can watch a small movie or do small things. Maybe for the ladies, do a facial and something like that. Whatever is making you see is the key. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Keep doing the small activities that make you happy, and slowly but surely you will see a change in yourself. Your heart will open up more, which will open up the doors to abundance. Second card that comes up, what is blocking my abundance? Here we have freedom. See, what is beautiful in this reading is that most of the cards, all the cards actually are very linked to one another. First card that came out was you need to open up your heart space. Second card that comes up, freedom. Let me read the message. You're releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. The more open you are to people, the more you will feel less caged. The less open you felt, the more holed up you were. The more open you are, the more you feel free. The freer you feel, the more you open up the doors to abundance. Third card, present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. Whatever is blocking your abundance, one beautiful solution is living in the present moment. So many people undermine the importance of living in the present moment. What is living in the present moment? See, the mind still goes back and forth, right? We cannot stop that. We cannot stop the current feeling of thoughts. So what we can do, as the message came yesterday, is acceptance. Accepting our present situation and doing more and more things that make us feel to rejoice in the present moment. For example, taking a few minutes per day to do some dancing, some things for yourself, keeping yourself busy and being aware of what you're doing, being mindful of what we are doing. The more we live in the present moment, the more our heart, first card again, the more our heart opens up. The more our heart opens up, the more we abundance. And the fourth card, we have spontaneity. See, sometimes we are so aware of what people are thinking of us, what will people think if we do this or that we forget to be our very own self. Sometimes we try to please other people, to be who and what they want us to be, forgetting our own divinity, who we are within. So the fourth card here is spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and fully and lovingly embrace new situations. Accept that maybe the world won't be what it was. Adapt yourself to the situation. And for sure, the doors of abundance will be open to you. Hello, group number 2, yellow candle. Welcome back. And now we'll start right away in what is blocking my abundance. Dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, please guide us and let us know what is blocking the abundance of group number 2, yellow candle. Let's start right away with the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. What is blocking my abundance? Group number 2, yellow candle. Spirit guides. So right now we have gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. Second card, partnership. Allow helpful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. And our third card will be do the work. Okay. So first of all, what is blocking the abundance of group number 2 is the need to be a little more grateful in our lives. We have so many good things in our lives. Sometimes we forget. We can be so taken up, so wrapped up in what we need to do that we forget to say thank you for what we already have. So it is good to, if you find it difficult to just sit and think about it and say thank you, you can actually have a page, a small notebook, and write down your gratitude list, just like we make a bucket list. A gratitude list would be nice. so that we can count our blessings and feel gratitude for what we already have. Why? It helps us to be more centered into our heart instead of being more focused mentally, in our mind, on our thoughts, on what we lack instead of what we already have. See, the more we focus on what we lack, the more we will have things that we lack. We'll keep thinking, I need this, I need this, instead of saying, when we say thanks, thank you, God, even if we don't have it, thank you for giving me my brand new iPhone, for example. Slowly but surely, you will get it. So what and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you will discover the amazing generosity of this universe. Let us not forget that everything is energy. The more we focus on the energy of lack, the less we will have. The more we focus on what we have, on being grateful, the more we will have. Second message is partnership. This resembles a little bit group number 1, where we saw that those people, the ones who identified themselves with group number 1, had their heart chakra a little bit closed. So even here, I really feel this cautious energy of not really trusting people. However, this card brings a message of trust, of partnership, of being able to allow healthful, supportive partnerships into our personal lives and career. Both parties will benefit as a result. See, as an individual, you're so full of talents, of resources. When you allow healthful, not toxic, healthful partnerships in our lives, what happens? Both parties result. Not only we benefit, but our partners also benefit from our talents, our knowledge, our wisdom, our experience, and it becomes a truly successful partnership. You're receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So maybe it might be time to go into a course, to start something new, and definitely someone will be here to help you with the needed skills and resources. Let's not forget, there are so many things available online right now, such as YouTube, on Google, etc. So definitely, we can learn a lot of things by ourselves. And the third card is, let us not procrastinate and do the work. Sometimes we are so afraid of starting something, of maybe if we started something, we will be blocked somewhere. We won't know where to go, what to do, whom to contact. But that only we will know when we start the work. The apprehension of starting the work is so much bigger than doing the work itself. So instead of being so much in our mind and ruminating things again and again and rehashing things all over again, maybe it would be so much simpler to just start and do the work. It is not enough to dream or pray. Affirmations are good. Prayers are great. Dreaming is good because everything starts in those thoughts, right? But you've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So these are the messages from Angels of Abundance as messages for group number 2, from the Power Love Oracle cards, James Van Prague. Let us see, dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, what messages do you have for group number 2? Yellow candle. What is blocking abundance? Oh, okay. What is blocking? You have the transformation card that has popped up. What is blocking the abundance of group number 2? Elevation. What is blocking? Oh, okay. The messages were quite quick. Aha, beautiful. So first thing, I will start from here. First thing that is blocking you is your past. We are not only the summum of all our experiences. If we are blocked from the past, it will definitely stop us from moving forward. It will definitely bleed to our abundance. Abundance in all its forms. relationships, work, money, health, everything. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Then elevation, you're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. See, sometimes we can be so caught up in our past that we remain stagnant in the same energy, and then that is one of the biggest blocks to our abundance. The more we remain in our past energy, the less we allow abundance to enter in our lives. See, let us take it like that. There's a glass full of water. How much more water can you put into the glass? Same thing is with regards to our energy space. If we have filled up our energy space with the past, with feelings of regret, anger, nostalgia, unforgiveness, how are we going to open up the space to find the space to bring in more abundance? What has come up is transformation. You use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. If we are staying in our minds with regards to our past, we are still living in illusions. If we are thinking of the future and reenacting possible scenarios without really living in the present moment, we are still living in the past and we are still blocking the doors to abundance. So what we need to do is transform. How? By using the power of love to move through the illusions of our mind. How? By becoming more mindful and more aware. See, I'll give you a simple solution. If we are stuck in our past and we keep thinking, why does this always happen to me? By thinking of the lessons behind what we have endured, it will help us move more into the present moment. One negative, you can counteract one negative thought with 3 positive thoughts. For example, I am not worthy enough of a beautiful relationship. How can we counteract that? I am gorgeous. I have so much love to give. I am beautiful. I am lovely. I'm worthy of receiving so much love. I'm worthy of having the best person in my life. I'm worthy of the most beautiful relationship. One positive thought is so much more powerful than one negative thought. Imagine if one negative thought can bring into fruition the idea of the negative thought, what will one positive thought do? That is what we call manifestation. Manifestation, you not only manifest the positive, you can also manifest the negative by constantly thinking about it. If we see something from the past is like a vicious cycle and going on and on, how can we break it? By bringing in positive thoughts every time you see that these things have cropped up again. By asking the universe to teach you the lesson behind whatever has happened, and by asking also blessings to move forward and to create another scenario for yourself. What is blocking the abundance of So what is blocking the abundance of group number 2? Yellow candle. Dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters. Okay, way too many cards. Okay, I think, yeah, we have 5 cards. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so the first card that has cropped up is go the distance. Sometimes before starting something, we are afraid we will have to work so much, we won't have enough rest. How much energy do I have to put into this? Do I really have to put in so much energy? So this is a signal to do the work, go the distance, do whatever has to be done, and you will see the results. See, if we keep sitting at home and not doing anything, we're not going to get any results, right? However, if we go the distance, if we take the risk of doing it, at least if we didn't succeed, we won't have the regret of saying, I didn't try. Second is not for you. Sometimes we keep banging our heads on the wrong doors and keep saying, why is this not happening for me? So maybe some things are just not meant to be. Why are we stubbornly doing the same thing over and over again? So this applies to you in whichever way your intuition is telling you. Whatever you have been doing and that has not been working is not for you. Why? Because the fates are at work here. Some things are not meant for you. Whatever you have been doing that has not been bringing the abundance is because it's not for you. And this is blocking your abundance, because this is a way of the fates of telling you that this is not for you. This is not your path. There's a need for you to change. Go another direction. And before you do that, you need to feel at ease with yourself first. You need to love and accept yourself first. And the card that has come up for this is no place like home. And the number of the card is 50. I don't know if you can see that. The number of the card is 50. 5 is the number of change. Many things will be changing in your life. Many things. But for that to happen, you first need to be at home with yourself. You first need to love yourself, to accept yourself for who you are. And whatever is meant to be definitely will come for you. Why? Because the fates are at work here. And the last card for this group is a leg up. You have been doing some things that have been bringing in some abundance, but you haven't been doing enough. Now is the time to work over it. Put in your determination, your perseverance. Whatever your intuition is guiding you to do from the heart, do that. Don't do things that make you feel bad. Don't do things that make you feel as if your self-esteem is being lowered. Do that which your intuition is guiding you to do, that your heart is guiding you to do. And it is time for a leg up. Do whatever needs to be done, and definitely this will break all the barriers to your abundance and open up the way for you. Thank you. Hello and a very warm welcome to group number 3. That is the green candle. So let us start right away. I'm starting with the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. I've already shuffled the cards for you. So let's get right into the reading. Dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, spirit guides, what is blocking the abundance of group number 3? Green candle. What is blocking the abundance of group number 3? Green candle. So right away we have 2 cards that have cropped up. Have courage to ask for and accept help, and abundance mindset. And the third card is unlimited ideas. So right away what I get from this is, see, many times we have this notion of doing everything by ourselves, and that if we ask for help, we are either bothering the person or opening up the path for criticism. It might be the case, but it's not always the case. We need to have at least a little more faith in humanity. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, and as it is, accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Many people like to give, but have difficulty in accepting from others. So this card, one of the reasons that might be blocking your abundance is your reluctance to ask for help. It might be we are not jack of all trades, right? So there are many things that we do not know. A little help from people who have the experience, the expertise, will go a long way in helping us in paving our way for abundance. The other thing that is blocking us is our mindset. We need to have an abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. Of course, when we say thank you, God, we don't say thank you, God, next year I will have my car. That is, you're postponing your right to abundance. Instead, we can always say, thank you for my beautiful shiny red car. Let us give a name. Let us give a form. Let us see clearly in our minds that whatever we want, it is already there. It only needs to materialize itself. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that is what you will experience. So your second block is your abundance mindset. Once there's a shift in the mindset, definitely this will start paving the way for you, and this will change things and open your doors to abundance. And the third thing is, the third card that has cropped up is unlimited ideas. We might always feel that we're blocked, right? What is blocking my abundance? It is the feeling that I lack ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. We're never blocked. It is only a mindset that we need to change. If we change our mindset, we will never feel that we lack ideas. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. If you feel that you're blocked, you do not have ideas, first, a change of mindset. Second, taking some time for yourself for rest will open up your pathway to creative ideas. And do know that everything is divinely guided. And whatever action that your intuition, not ego, but intuition is prompting you to do, go ahead and do that. Why? Because it is divinely guided. From the Power of Love Oracle cards, dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, please guide us as to what is blocking the abundance of group number 3, green candle. First card that has come up is ownership. You acknowledge your mistakes and accomplishments alike and learn to love them as all lessons. The past, just like group number 2, I think. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. And then we have, what is that? I don't really do reversals. Joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Okay, so one thing that I'm saying here is that you're way too serious, group number 3. Why are you so serious? You need to lighten up a little. So maybe one of the things that has made you so serious is your past actions. But see, we are human beings. And as human beings, we are bound to make mistakes. Whatever mistakes that we have done in the past is over. By thinking of our past mistakes again and again, we are reliving the experience of those mistakes, and we are creating space for more things like that to happen into the future. So let us just ask the Spirit, dear Spirit, I acknowledge my mistakes. I ask for sincere forgiveness for that, and please guide me so that I can know what lessons I have learned through these mistakes, that I do not repeat it again, and I love myself for it. The card continues here with the second card that says the past. Living in the past is surely the best way to block our doors to abundance. Through the power of love, we are releasing any stagnant situations or energy that has been here since time immemorial in order to transform our heart space. The more we live into the past, the more we are blocking our doors, our way to abundance. The more we are blocking our way, can be in form of relationships, in the form of, food, in the form of work, career, love, in the form of anything. The more we live in the past, the more we are blocking ourselves from having anything good that is coming our way. Even if something good is coming in our way, we might be blocking it. We might just open our eyes and see. Maybe the most beautiful person is right in front of us and we are looking at someone else. By focusing on the past, we are not seeing the more beautiful things that are ahead of us. And what do we need to know? We need to live in joy. Third card. Let a little more of that seriousness go. Feelings of guilt, shame, unforgiveness, anger. And let us live a little bit more in the moment. Let us let our past go and live in joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Try and have a little more fun in whatever we are doing to do. I have a beautiful project to do. It's a good, great project, but I can bring a little more life to it, for example, while listening to some music and working on the project, by eating my favorite snacks and working on the project. Whatever works for me, whatever gives me a little bit more joy, I can do that. I can exercise for 10 minutes before, pump up my metabolism, and then sit down and release a little bit my endorphins, and then sit down and work, do my project, whatever it is that brings me a little bit more joy. As group number 3, I'll do it. Why? Because it will open up the doors to abundance for me. And our last message from Wisdom of the Oracle for group number 3, green candle. Dear God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, what is blocking my abundance? What is blocking the abundance of group number 3, green candle? What is blocking the abundance? Okay. So we have 3 cards. So the first card is to be fair. What is blocking? Whatever I feel from this card is, we might have felt that things have been unfair to us. And the more we keep thinking about the unfairness of the situation, the more we are creating more people and circumstances, that will be cropping up in front of us to be unfair to us. The more we keep thinking about something negative, the more it will manifest into our lives. We have the most reasons to ask, why? Why did this happen to me? Why did she betray me? Why did he betray me? Motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? We can change it and say, how can I serve more? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? Why am I doing all this? Is this bringing something good into the world? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of these? No motive is bad or good, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possible failure. We need to ask the right why. For example, instead of saying, why is all this happening to me? We can turn this same question, why, into our greatest motive. For example, my why for doing my business is my children. My why for becoming the greatest version of myself is to be an inspiration to the world. And our third message is imagine. Instead of imagining the worst possible scenarios, let us imagine the best possible scenarios. Instead of saying, what if I lose my job? Let us start thinking, what if I start my dream career? What if I start a beautiful part-time job that makes me happy? What if the most beautiful things happen to me? The more we keep imagining the best, the more the best will happen in our lives. What if I meet my beautiful twin flame? What if I have the best relationship possible? What if? Let us imagine the most beautiful things, the most prosperous lives, the most abundant lives, the most beautiful things happening for us, and slowly but surely it will happen. In matters of the heart, it is easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it. Exactly. Not only, of course, everything starts in the process of our thoughts, but we need to think also. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, your manifestations, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? So imagine the best way possible, the best version possible of yourself. Imagine your best life possible and go for it. Do the work. Do whatever needs to be done by embodying your best version of yourself. Thank you so much, group number 3. It has been my beautiful pleasure to do this reading for you. Take care and bye-bye.